Okay. I think it's time to start. Most of people that we wait join the meeting. Hello, everyone. Welcome to week 4 capstone and internship orientation of School of Technology and Computing. My name is Anahita Raizadeh, and I will be presiding the meeting today. Please feel free to throw your question in the chat box, and I will make sure they will be addressed before we leave the meeting. I will spend, as you see, the advisor, Dr. Sam Chang, Ms. Sabine Savay, Dr. Sion Yoon, and here is the schedule and agenda. I will spend the first 5 minutes for greeting and the schedule of our meeting today. I will be first Dr. Sion Yoon, our capstone course instructor and MSI program manager, will share her experience with the capstone course. Then Ms. Sabine Savay, Director of International Student Office, will share her message and her advice about the capstone and internship course. After that, Dr. Sam Chang, our Dean and Dean of School of Technology and Computing, will speak about capstone and internship. We have 3 STC students who will share their capstone and internship experience. Rima Akila, MSCY, Alekia Mala, MSCS, Shingo Kais, MSCS. After that, we will get to any question you might have in the end. I think we should start with Dr. Sion Yoon. Please, here you are.
Okay, I'll share my screen.
Yes, sure.
Yeah, also, if you are not present, you can turn off the screen and unmute. Unmute your microphone.
One moment. Share my screen. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Hello, my name is Sion Yoon, and I'm the program manager of the MSAI program. So for my part of the presentation, I'll be focusing on the capstone project, specifically on the capstone project, what the capstone project is, why it is important, when you need to take the capstone project, and how you can complete the capstone project successfully. So to start off, what is the project? The capstone project is a unique opportunity to carry out independent research for a solution of a real-world problem. And for your capstone project, you'll demonstrate and integrate your skills and knowledge and abilities gained from previous courses that you have taken in your program and apply it in a unique way. Capstone project. As a student, you may not have an experience in the industry, and the capstone project can work as evidence to your future employers. So basically, it prepares you for the working world by helping you stand out as a candidate. First, there is a presentation to the public at the STC Applied Research Symposium that can be one of your evidence that you can show as evidence that you presented in the symposium. Your demo and source code from the project can also be used as your evidence of your skills and knowledge. And if you do well and your instructor recommends you to take the next step to publicize your work, the publication is another great way to boost your CV. And while the project can be challenging, it's going to be also very rewarding for you and beneficial for you when taking the next steps after graduation. So when do you have to take this capstone project course? This Capstone project course is during your last quarter of your enrollment after completing all your program courses before you graduate. So we went over what, why, when. Now the question is how. This is what I'll be focusing on the rest of my presentation. And I have taught many Capstone project courses before, and I'm going to give you some 10 tips of mine that will show you and guide you on how you can successfully complete your Capstone project. So tip number 1 is to find your topic early. Choosing a good topic is very important and is the prerequisite for the success of your capstone project. A majority of the students start the capstone project without an idea of what they want to do for their project when they first get into the course, when the course starts. And with this, many students get very overwhelmed at the start of the course. However, if you're ready by the first week with a solid topic, the entire course will go a lot more smoothly. So in other words, choosing a good topic makes your research more effective, progress quickly, and more enjoyable. Therefore, I encourage you to search for your topic before the course starts so that you can get a stronger start to the course. And to some, finding a problem, a knowledge gap, can be very challenging. Think of the knowledge gap like a missing piece of puzzle. In research, you will need to focus on finding and filling out that missing piece of puzzle. And one option is using an existing knowledge gap. You can find an existing problem statement by going through research articles, which I'll go over in the next slide, and see if you can find some disagreement to the solutions. So provide your own solution to the problem statements, or even enhance the existing solution is an option that you can take. Peer-reviewed papers through articles and search engines such as ACM, IEEE databases to get some ideas and search for some problems that interest you to solve. And note that many of these researchers that have taken months or even years to complete, and knowing that this is just a 10-week course, a groundbreaking and intensive research results is not expected. But something meaningful with the technical contribution using the knowledge and skills that you have learned from your courses, and make your research a strong capstone project. And just keep in mind that the vast majority of the research takes only a small step forward to solve a larger goal. Also, here's some other tips on choosing a topic. Choose a topic that you're interested in. Think of what you are passionate about, what gets you excited. If you don't like the topic, you will not enjoy the process. So it's really important that you find a topic that you have fun with. Also try to use this time wisely to help you in your future plan after graduation, whether it's your first step into your career, further education, or even within your workplace. Moreover, make sure that the topic can be realistically completed within 10 weeks. That isn't too broad or too narrow. So in other words, when shaping your topic, set goals that are notable but yet feasible, and you can start small and expand as you progress. And ensure that the topic is clear and that you're able to state your problem statement and solution in a few sentences. If your objectives are not clear, you are going to go all different directions and throughout the project process, and it's going to be really, really messy. Also, be able to persuade the readers through your paper and audience through your presentation the importance of your work with evidence. Clearly deliver your objectives. No one knows your topic better than you, and many of the audience don't even may not even know about your topic too well. So it is expected that you describe step by step using visualizations such as comparison charts, figures, graphs, etc., to prove your point and help the audience understand understand your work in the best way that you can. And also note that each week you'll be focusing on a particular section, such as like the related work section, approach section, etc. There'll be more guidance and tips throughout throughout the course through each module. So for example, if you see here, you can see that for each module, there is one area that you'll be focusing on, like the problem. The first week you'll have a one-on-one meeting with your instructor to discuss about your topic and get it approved. Second week, we'll be focusing on the annotated bibliography and then so on. So each week is focused on a particular topic. And for each week, there's like, I think you're really, you're already familiar with this, but there's the Money's Point, the concept test discussion board, and a capstone project report in the presentation. And this report and presentation is going to be incrementally updated through each week until the last result at the 10th week. So if you're stuck, please reach out. If you go further and further into the wrong direction, you're gonna get more lost. So ask questions on the Money's Point. You can also drop in during the office hours or schedule a meeting with the instructor to discuss about your topic. Reach out to your program managers to discuss about your topic even before the course starts. And additionally, research. So sharing your progress and providing feedback with your classmates is going to be very helpful. So you can do that through the discussion board, and rather than just stating good update, I advise students to provide more in-depth feedback, which can really motivate, encourage, and help one another. The thing to keep in mind is of the final deliverables on the week 10. What is expected is the final paper presentation, and for those who have source code and GitHub link, you can also provide that link, those links in the report and PPT, the presentation file as well. Like I said earlier, there is a applied research symposium presentation held at the end of the quarter, and it is required for all students in the course to present at this symposium. And so you would have to have please mark the last Thursday of week 10 marked on your calendar if you're taking the Capstone course. And the presentation is a 15-minute presentation. There's a 2-minute demonstration that you can show within that 15-minute, and there's also a 5-minute Q&A session that you can, where the audience can ask you questions about your work. Also, good efforts and time needs to be put into each week's progress. To complete your capstone project effectively, be prepared, avoid postponing, and you can also use project management tools or to-do lists to manage time more wisely. Think of yourself like a project manager, and you control every aspect of the project and making sure each steps are completed successfully. And I'm sure you're familiar with the policy for the late assignments as it applies to other courses as well, but please ensure that while taking the Capstone project course, assignments are submitted on time so that grades are not affected. Very important is about plagiarism. Avoid plagiarism is very important as it plagiarism is violating the academic integrity, and if plagiarism is detected, there are violations. So I encourage students to run their work on plagiarism detection tool before submitting your Capstone project paper. So sorry, I tried to go through all of this within 10 minutes, just kind of went over a little bit, but just to conclude, here are the top 10 tips that you have that I have for you for your Capstone project. I wish you all the best on your Capstone project. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sion. If there is any question, please throw in the chat box. Now it's time for Director of International Student Office, Ms. Sabine Savay. Would you please go ahead?
Hello, Hope everybody's having a good sunny afternoon. We don't get too much sunshine, so this is really a nice break here. Dr. Sam Chung invited me to talk about curricular practical training. And I'm from the International Student Office, so this will be specifically targeted towards students on F1 visas. But then I understand that Sam will be also chiming in to the parts that apply to domestic students. And let me just see if I can share my screen here. All right, can you see my screen?
Yes, yes.
Yes, okay, so curricular practical training for F1 students. And so what are we talking about here? We are talking about an internship that's an integral part of an established curriculum. So it needs to be part of your program plan. It allows F1 students to obtain a temporary employment authorization to gain practical experience specifically in the field of study under academic supervision. Typically, curricular practical training is part-time, so less than 20 hours per week. And it can be paid or unpaid. And curricular practical training requires enrollment in an internship course at the regular tuition rate and needs to apply towards the student's degree. So it cannot be extra. And the CPT employment dates are aligned with the internship classes start and end dates. Eligibility, students need to have completed a minimum of 1 academic year. So this is 3 consecutive full-time quarters. Minimum GPA requirement is 3.0 for graduate students and 2.0 for undergraduate students. And full-time enrollment is required while on CPT. So if you're a graduate student in a master degree program, this means you need to be enrolled in 6 credits. 3 of them need to be on-site, except for approved vacation quarters where you would not have to be enrolled full-time. Students must be able to secure an internship and obtain an employment letter. And then academic authorization is required because it's part of your program plan. So instead of taking 2 elective classes, if you're in the MSCS program, you would be taking perhaps 1 internship class and 1 elective class. So it's really important to decide early on if you want to go for curricular practical training while you are still studying so that you don't take the 2 elective classes and then don't need any electives anymore. And then the CPT application process is pretty straightforward. So the first step is really to talk to your international student advisor. You will get a CPT form and you would fill out 1 portion. Your international student advisor will fill out the second portion, confirming that you still need the internship credit, that it applies towards to your degree for graduation. And then you would submit the CPT form with the employment letter to the academic program representative. And then the academic staff member will endorse it and send the CPT form together with your employment letter to the international student advisor. And then the international student advisor will coordinate the class registration for you. And also that your I-20 gets endorsed with the employment authorization. And it's really important to wait until you have your endorsed I-20 in hand because the endorsed I-20 will show you the approved start and end dates for your curricular practical training authorization. And this is just basically a summary of what I have discussed. It's important to point out that the earlier you apply for this, the better, because it gives you time to work on the documentation in case academics needs more documentation from you. So we recommend starting no later than 2 months before the start of the internship to actually work on the process, because we need to get a course set up, we need to get the approvals for you, and we need to endorse your I-20. And ideally, the whole process should be completed on the 20th of the month before your internship starts. So if you are planning on a summer internship, you should contact your advisor no later than beginning of May. And then you should be able to obtain your I-20 no later than June 20th for the summer quarter internship. And sometimes I get asked for the difference between CPT and OPT, really. So basically for CPT, the internship course needs to be part of your program plan. For OPT, no internship course is required. For CPT, you will be enrolled in a 4-credit internship course, so typically 3 credits. And OPT, of course, no internship course. Both of them need to apply towards your course of study. However, under CPT, the internship needs to be approved by academics. And the duration of CPT is aligned with your course start dates, whereas for OPT, if you're doing post-completion OPT, you would be authorized for 12 months of full-time OPT following your studies. And then if you're in the Master of Science in Computer Science program, then you could also apply for a STEM extension. Another main difference is that CPT is authorized through an endorsement on the Form I-20. And for OPT, you need to get authorization from US Citizenship and Immigration Services. So I think this concludes my PowerPoint here. So if anybody has any questions, I'll be ready.
Hey, student, don't be shy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sabine.
Oh, you're very welcome.
If anyone has any question. Okay, I will move to, thank you so much, Sabine. We'll move to Dr. Sam Chang.
I have
would
one
you please?
question. Sabine, what if I'm a student? I don't have a question now, but I have a question later on. How can I get in touch with you and your
Email
team?
me. Email me or email your advisor.
Is it okay if we share your email in the chat with the students?
Yeah, ssy@ctu.edu.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you so much, Ali. Thank you, Sabine. Dr. Sam Chang, please continue.
Yeah, so all speaker, please just stay there. So we have a question and answer session later too. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, yes. Can you share my screen? I'll go to the presentation mode. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you. This is the first time to have an internship orientation, because some students ask me a couple of times, but now we are strongly encouraging students to think about their internship. Why? We have the experience, and also students, they can show the more interest there. Okay, so I have the agenda. Before starting your internship, what do you have to know? Also, why internship? Who are involved? How can you start? Where can I find the course resources? What is the course? What are course outcomes? Grading scale, also internship report structure, what topics are covered, and meeting and presentation requirement. Many mistakes, students did not check the prerequisite. We have courses, for example, undergraduate CS 493, computer science CS 680, cybersecurity, data science, AI. Each program has their own internship course. If we don't have this one, international student, they cannot take an internship. Domestic student cannot have an internship credit. First, check this one. Then, okay, you are qualified, you passed the prerequisite, then it's a time to talk to your advisor. Okay, schedule, you can have a meeting with your advisor. Every quarter, you have a meeting with advisor. Then you can talk about your internship. Your internship, when you are internship is your elective course. This is the course. I know you can work, also this is the course. Because of that, first you need an internship sponsor. We may try to find the internship sponsor for you, but very hard. You may get it, you will get it. After my presentation, I invited 3 students who already took the internship, or 2 they are taking now. If they are here, they will share their experience. Also, you have to know that internship is an elective course. When you have a chance to take internship, instead of an internship regular course, you can take Capstone, internship course. Last time you mentioned that everybody taking Capstone at the end of their quarter, but strict, if we say correctly, when you finish all over the core and depth of a study, you can take Capstone course. Means at the end of your degree program, you can take elective course, then you can have an internship. But as you know, we do not provide many electives or core courses. You need a very careful schedule. That's why first check the prerequisite, talk to your advice, and then also have your internship sponsor when you are taking elective course. So a lot of people, they may misunderstand internship. Wow, to get a job, I should have an internship. No, internship is the one of a way to have business-related learning experience. It means some students, they chose the Capstone, they have a real-world project. They are using their real-world experience for their professional career. Also, you can focus on competence. That's why Capstone or even internship course, also your term project in your classroom, in your course. So while you are integrating theory and practice, that's the whole main purpose of internship. Do not assume because I have an internship, I can get a job. That's a different story. You may have advantage. Does not mean always, internship guaranteed your job. They really watching them, or they have a demand that they want to do that. So who are involved here? Of course, yourself, internship student. Also, the most important one is what? Internship worksite supervisor. I'm asking your internship worksite supervisor about your performance, midterm and final evaluation. I'm watching their comment carefully. And then currently, I'm the STC internship coordinator. You don't have many students, maybe 1 or 2 students every quarter, so I'm helping them. And then how can you start when you take an elective course? For example, graduate programs prerequisite is a minimum of 18 credit hours in the MSCS. You cannot say that I arrived or I started to take MSCS, can I take internship? Somebody wants me. I'm so sorry, I cannot say yes. Why? This is determined by CDU. We have students at least they have to spend here 6 courses, means usually what? 3 quarters. And then I think you are somewhat ready. Why? You have an internship, then if you are not doing very well, that's why you are the face of our CDU program. That's why you needed to have some prep. Also, you have to be enrolled in a graduate program or undergraduate program at the CDU. Also, we are looking for the GPA, accumulated GPA over 3.25. Then if you have those things, then step 2, offer letter with a number of hours. This is very important, especially if you are a student who are taking another course. We do not allow more than 200 hours. This is a part-time position. Domestic student also, if you are taking course, you need to be careful about this one. We are watching them how many hours. If you want a full time, then you have to take 2 internship courses for international student. A full-time position, so it's not allowed for student taking another non-internship course. But there is a certain way, looks like a vacation course or whatever, there is a certain way. But generally, student, they are taking course, they are taking internship with 200 hours. Means, simply speaking, 20 hours per week. Also, step 3. You have a meeting with your academic advisor. Also, let me know that. I have to know that the quality of your internship. Simply you go there, you are doing very basic stuff, I don't recommend. Or some students, they have already wonderful IT experience, currently working at the IT company. Can I take internship? My answer is no. The purpose of internship is what? Let you have a real work experience. Already you have it, then also you are taking internship from your company's job. I'm suspicious. That's why apparent I'm saying no. And then also, sorry, I put into the here a meeting with the director of ISO. Oh, no, sometimes she's checking the what? Curriculum practical training approval. This is F1 student. But usually our international student advisor will take care of you. And then step 5. When you have a STC internship document, you international student office is looking for the certain document. Also, I'm looking for the document. Why? Internship is another course, then you will learn. First, you will learn, you have to know internship agreement by using the OKR, then objective and key result. This is very famous in Intel, also Google. So you are using the OKR approach, then you will make this document. Then you will get the signature from you, your worksite supervisor, and from me. Then course resources. You don't have to worry about master reading list. Everything comes from your internship project. Because of that, also this one needs what? APA style references. Some students, they misunderstood this one. Oh, go there, work it, then do nothing, then I can get a credit. No, this is a part of your degree program. And then also, what is the purpose of this one? First, you have to integrate the one you learn here. Then you want to apply to your internship project. Also, always all workplace, you need a critical thinking, ethical thinking. You have to apply there. Also, you will collect the data, you will collect the technology, you have to evaluate those things. And then also, very important, how to express your idea. And the last, you have to create a collaborative, diverse teams to accomplish your common goals. Very important collaboration. I saw that in my life, my colleagues, some of them very smart, very genius. Unfortunately, the person did not know how to work together. They could join the club first time. They get a good job because of their very serious skills, very good degree, diploma, brand name, whatever. As soon as you join the company, then they won 75%. Everybody watching your character. In terms of that, internship has this kind of a merit. If you worked at the real world environment, you have to talk to your boss. You have to talk to your colleague. Also, you know that everybody's watching you. That's why you have to perform very well. This is a part of a course. So because of that, always I'm asking, so what are the things happen? What is the point? Even you're a single student, I have a conversation with me. Concept test, you will learn the several concepts for the project management. So we put in there. Also discussion board, we are using Scrum. Every week is a sprint. You will talk about what you did, what you learned, also what is your roadblock. Every week so you are presenting internship presentation. International students come to my research group Friday 4 to 5. You have 15 minutes. You present that. Every week so you submit the internship report. Good news is what? If you repeated this one 10 times, week 10, you don't have to worry about that. Also, you don't have to worry about our school's applied research symposium. Of course, also, I'm sending the 2 letters to a midterm to the your supervisor. You will not see what they said, okay? Only I'm the person I can see it. So only just you are asking them, hey, you will get this one. Would you send this one to me? If I don't get this one, I'm sorry, you cannot get a final grade. So midterm evaluation and final evaluation twice. And then internship report. It's not hard, but you have to follow the kind of a business style. Cover page, table of content, executive summary. This is one page. Usually you are doing the week 8 and week 10. Worksite information. We want to know organizational chart. You want to know your internship placement. Sometimes your sponsor very strict about this one. In this case, I'm going to you may not present yours to the public. That case, I will start the conversation with your worksite or supervisor. Generally in academia, we do not want that. Whatever you are doing that, then you don't have to show the real data, even you may use a fake data, you will present. Also, you will implement or practice agile, one of our agile methodologies, Scrum, by putting to the UI effort into the burn down chart. And then also you have to explain the two important projects, project 1, project 2. Also, week 6 and week 8, some students, they have a career assessment analysis. This is we purchased this license for you. Morgan Santua will help you. You have to know your character. My character is good. I cannot say that. Sam's character is good for certain activities or certain purposes. Always I have weaknesses. You had better know that. This is we call professional career assessment. And then also we are using another tool, week 7 to week 8. You have to look at the market. Cyber career pathway analysis. Government provided that. You can see your job. Okay. Also, you go there. So what is that? There is another website. You want to know occupational information network analysis. Even you had better look at how much salary I can make it. This website provided that. Also, now you are developing resume through professional networking. I don't need a resume. Updated your LinkedIn. Also, STC, we are connecting you and your alumni to help your professional career. A lot of a job. I'm always teaching my student. Jobs, marriages. If you are not saying, I need a job, I want to get married, nobody want to help you. Why? First, you don't know what you want. Second, I do not involve with your personal life, but you never ask it. That's why, LinkedIn is very good. Of course, also I need an internship demo online video, just one or 2 minutes. Then also reference is important. You are using a lot of technology, advanced technology. You need references in professional way, APA style. Also, we have a lot of appendix. This is what every week, internship agreement, you got it. Internship pre-OKRs, objective and key results. And weekly journal every week, weekly burn down chart. And then your boss, your workplace, with your boss, you may change your goals. It's okay, I'm fine. We call the post OKRs. Your objective will not change, it's okay. Always objective key result, you are measuring your outcome. That's the purpose of OKR. And then what topics are covered? Module 1, look at that. Starting internship report and presentation, OKR. Module 2, you will study burn down chart. Module 3, Scrum role, Scrum meetings, Scrum artifact, career assessment, cyber career pathway tool, and then occupational information. Then social media, executive summary. That's the why I'm saying, while you are taking the course, also, you know what? You are working, then you will learn. Academically, also professionally, you will learn. Week 1 to 9, weekly meeting with your internship coordinator. Friday from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Just so you present. Sometimes you are busy, then tell me I'm flexible. Week 10, no choice. Thursday from 4:30 p.m. to 5:30 to the public. Let me finish this one here because 2 or 3 students, they are ready for this one. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Chang. Yes, after you, we have Alekia and Shingo, who are ready to present. We have 2 questions. After all of presentation, we answer the question. Alekia, would you please go ahead? Thank you, Sam.
Hi all, I'm a student of the MSCS program and I'm in my 6th quarter and I'm currently doing an internship with Effulgent. And so I'll be answering a few questions here. So firstly, why did I select this internship course twice instead? Sorry. In my case, I have, firstly, I'll be answering the question, why did I select this internship course other than an elective course? So for that, in my case, I have chosen an internship instead of one elective course. And that is why I was given a choice to do a 19.5 hours per week internship. And I was interested in internship course as it gives me hands-on experience in real world setting and it gives me a chance to apply my knowledge and skills which I have learned in the curriculum. And this also helps me in building a good resume for future job opportunities. And yeah, and going to the next question. So how did I find this internship and what helped me in this internship finding and when did I start the internship search? So for this, the first step in finding an internship is to identify your career goals and interests. And some common sources for finding internship are professional networking sites like LinkedIn, Indeed, Dice, and all this. And it is always wise to go to the company website directly and apply for job roles which suit your expertise. And also, and I can definitely say that networking definitely helps. It is always good to build connections and always means like when you are searching for jobs or internship positions, it is always good to inform it to your friends or people means like your connections so that they can help you. We are means like any we are not sure means like we can get help from anywhere which we never expect. And also, okay, and so I have this is my spring quarter and means like I have started my internship from this spring quarter and for this I have started my internship search 5 weeks ahead of the spring quarter. And what did I learn through this internship? And did the internship help me to find a job, new job opportunity? So for that, with the current internship, I'm learning a lot about AWS cloud services and like AWS Athena, AWS Redshift, because my team operates on data loads and data analysis. And so with means like as I'm learning this new technologies, I have updated my resume according to this, and this is definitely a value addition to my resume. And so this and also if you work as an intern for some company, if they like your work, they will definitely convert you into a full-time employee, and it will means like it is also an opportunity. And also working as an intern can help us to get more opportunities because your experience and the service means like technologies will be more after doing an internship. So this would definitely help you in getting a new job opportunity. And what else I have to do I have to know? In that case, means like we'll definitely have so many things to learn. And in what I suggest is, if you are doing an internship, we should means like try to take advantage of the opportunity and learn as much as possible, and always take initiative and build network. And means like always try to update your resume to reflect your experience. And yeah, in case if you are interested in doing an internship, always reach out to your course program managers or the academic advisors, because they can guide you what are the electives in your course and when is the best time for you to plan for an internship. Knowing all these things ahead can help you being very much prepared. Yeah, and there will be some prerequisites as academic advisor mentioned now. So to learn all this and or to know much like if you have any queries or something, always reach out to academic advisors. That's it. Any questions?
Thank you,
Later,
Alekia.
yeah, later
Yeah,
we'll
go
have a
ahead.
question and answer session. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Don't go,
Thank you,
stay here.
Okay. Yep. Sure.
Now, everyone, Shingo, would you please go ahead?
Hello. All right, hold on. Let me share my screen. All right, can you see my screen? Yeah.
Yes, yes.
All right, so my name is Shingo Kise. I'm doing an internship right now in this spring term at One Code Club. It's a nonprofit organization, so I'll basically explain what Alikia explained, but in my case, hold on. Okay, so those are the same visions as she had. So my internship, as I'm explained, I'm working for nonprofit organization, which helps another nonprofit organizations. I work 19.5 hours as I'm allowed to, and it's a non-paid internship. So what I do on my internship is I maintain and implement like new features for a web page using full stack web development technologies like React and JavaScript, learning new things every day. So why I chose to do an internship, I see so many benefits from doing an internship. One of the most is I think it could allow you to set yourself apart from the competition. I feel like nowadays everybody ends up with bachelor's degrees or master's degrees. So like, how could you stand up? You know, how could you stand out? And then I think doing an internship could help you if the, internship is meaningful experience for you. So that was one of my reasons I was dying to do. Also gain real world experience. So I have no IT working experience at all. So that was something I wanted to kind of gain so that I would have better understanding of how things work, and then also that ideas could kind of help could help for me for my future classes as well, like how I would approach team projects and whatnot, so that develop new skills, learning new things every day that I haven't learned at school yet, lead to another opportunities. I could explain this probably. Yeah. So since I started doing internship, I updated my LinkedIn, right? And then it was like a week later, I was approached by I would say AWS or Amazon, but one of the recruiter saying, "Hey, are you interested in this?" I mean, they were like, "Your resume or experience look good. Are you interested in this internship?" So basically, they offer me to apply, not offer me, but they asked me to apply if I was interested to their internship. So this, I guess, could lead to more opportunities. And I'll get to work on projects to talk about. So like during interviews and whatnot, other than just, practicing leak code, I feel like having projects to be able to talk about or how you contributed, I think it was important. So that in an expand community, I'm meeting more people with more resources and more connections. So yeah. So how I found my internship. So when did you start looking into internship? I've been looking for internships for almost ever, but this was the first term I was able to do, and then what helped me with my internship findings, so connections. So I didn't apply for any. Well, I didn't really like officially apply for any internships, but this person that I met through through my LinkedIn connections, he was talking about a project that he would work on, and then he was kind of looking for people. So I was like, hey, I'm interested in. So initially that was going to take place in summer, but then I could only take my second elective was this term. So I said, hey, maybe can we do that at like soon? And then he was able to be flexible about it, and then that's how my internship started. So connections, yeah. Did an internship help you get something like a new job opportunity? So yes, ... question mark, because like what I said earlier, I haven't really, found any new opportunities or anything yet, but I think even like got recognized on LinkedIn is like a something, just a little bit of something already, like after a few weeks. So I'll just say yes for now. And then anything you should know. Oh, here is my slide is done, but anything you should know. I'm doing internship for a nonprofit organization. It's pretty small, but I feel like connections is kind of important to find internship opportunities, because I feel like going for big tech companies is definitely great, but they often do internships during summer and whatnot, and then that doesn't necessarily be like whether you're eligible during that time, or whether the period of internship program matches like your term, or things like that. So I feel like, and then the process of like getting accepted for internship or whatever. So I feel like a small organization could be flexible and could change things to fit your course curriculum and whatnot. So I also recommend working doing internship at small organizations as well. Thank you. I am done.
Thank you, Shingo. Thank you all. If there is any question, we have 2 questions before. I think Krista and Yoret addressed the question.
So,
the first question is Krista. I have a question. Do capstone projects have to be done individually or with a team?
I'll give a chance to you, Sion, first.
Yes, that's
one.
Sion.
It's an individual project, not a group project. It's an individual project.
Yeah. So Sion and speaker, would you turn on the camera? Then people can recognize you. Yeah. Actually, there is the reason why we are having individual, because each program we have to assess outcomes. In order to assess outcomes, outside organization, they are looking for individual performance, not team performance. That's why Capstone is one of the most important courses in terms of assessment. That's why we don't allow teamwork. Second, we do not want a free ride. Yeah, always happening. Yeah, teamworks. Some people happen. But inside it, no matter what, in order to emphasize the collaboration, we are using a Scrum, because of even if a single team, you are doing the Scrum in terms of progress. Okay.
Yes. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Dr. Sion. Yaret, next question. I have question and the requirement for internship. Is the internship only for F1 student?
Sabine and Richie, you can answer that.
So the question was whether the internships are only for international students. I wouldn't think so. My world evolves around the international students, but I think all the students need to complete elective classes. So it may also apply to you if you're not on a visa.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Oh, continue, Sabine.
Oh, no, I think I was done.
All right. Yeah. For domestic students, you're always eligible for an internship as long as you meet the prerequisites that Dr. or Dean Chung talked about. The key part that students need to understand with internship that the dean was insinuating is that in Washington, if you're looking for something local, is that it is sometimes difficult to confirm an internship going through a recruiting agency. We have a lot of recruiting agencies that hire for the Fortune 500 companies because they don't do direct hires, because in Washington, those Fortune 500 companies have headcounts that they need to account for. So when that comes into play is that they go through recruiting agencies and those reach out to you. A lot of the recruiting agencies cannot vouch for you and fill out the required paperwork that the dean needs. So just keep that in mind for domestic students that are pursuing an internship opportunity. I mean, it is something that's definitely valuable, but also understand that there are some hurdles that you need to overcome, especially if you're looking for some of those larger companies.
Yes.
Okay, let me ask the two students who are currently taking internship. Alakia, you also is a paid internship, right? Oh, mute.
You are mute.
Yes, Sam. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not asking how much you're making money. I'll not ask you. But when you decide, okay, I want to take I take internship instead of internship, how long does it take a time to find a company? What is your experience?
My total search happened for like 5 to 6 weeks.
5 to 6 weeks. How many you tried, then you got it?
So if we reach out to companies, generally Amazon and these companies used to have internships, but right now due to the job market, there were not much openings, and yeah. So there will be only very few companies who will be giving a chance for internship, and as this is a part-time one, it will be very hard to find one. Yeah, that is why I had to search for 6 weeks, and
okay.
I have reached out to many like companies through their websites.
I know many students that they like the mullah. I like mullah. Okay, that's why paid internship. But you know what? A lot of non-profit organizations, they are hungry. But if you join there are many opportunities. Single. Before you joined this non-profit organization, after joining this one, how much your concept was changed? Single out there? Yeah, turn on the camera.
I'm here. I think it's on. I think it's great. I mean, like, yeah, I mean, you can't like really underestimate, I feel like nonprofit. I mean, you don't get paid, but I mean, technology is there and then knowledge is there and then you can learn a lot from it. So, you know, it might not pay you now, but maybe your skills would earn money eventually. We'll see.
Okay, both of you did not explain what really wanted to hear. How about your current education helped you to do your internship job? I know in front of me, you can say excellent, gorgeous, so don't say that. Tell the truth. How about your education helped you to do your internship job? Single first this time.
Oh, difficult. How is it helping me? I mean, so to be specific, let's say like they use GitHub, they use Docker. I don't know if that's something you want to hear, but those are something I'm already familiar with. Maybe like a smaller scale, but so they didn't need to explain from 0 to everything. But I kind of knew the basic concept for sure. It's just like a little bigger scale, and then yeah.
Yeah, that's why we ask 9 months or so a certain credit out. How about Alakia?
Yeah, means the course curriculum definitely helped because there will be some technologies, means like as a new intern, means it is only 3 weeks, but 3 weeks now. But whenever I get to hear a new technology from them, means for example, recently I have heard that they want to use Databricks for real-time applications. Yeah, so in my course curriculum, I have worked with Jupyter on top of Spark, it's like Scala language. So Databricks is something similar to that. So means the curriculum which I have done now in City, means like my MSCS program in CTU, it definitely helped me. It gave me a basic idea of what the terminology and everything, and yeah, it definitely helped me grow my language skills and it's like Python language skills and all this.
Okay, thank
they are
you.
being applied in the current job.
Yeah, I think, Anaita, we have one student to raise your hand.
Yes, Alexi, would you please? Do you have a question?
Yes.
Okay,
Hi, Sam. Hi, all. Good evening. I have a question like currently I'm in second quarter and I have taken one elective and I'm not sure about the other elective when I'm going to get it in future. Do you have any idea like when I'm going to get it so that will help the student to pre-plan their career options?
Okay, you are asking the prerequisite of intern. Okay. So you are asking the prerequisite, right? First, go to the course number. Are you master student or
Yes.
undergraduate? Yes. If you are MSCS is 680, you have to have a 30 credit hours first. Means at least, what is it that? You have here 5 quarters. Every course go there, internship course, there is a prerequisite and GPA requirement. Also nowadays, internship is getting competitive. Even internship leaders experience. Haha. That means what? Join the club, student club, join the research group. Then you can learn more. For example, Singo, when he arrived here, he met another alumni. She's coming 2 weeks later. We have a career panel. Then she said that join the research group, join the club. Then I met him. Then he developed his skill. That is nothing to do with his current course. He wanted to learn technology. Did I answer your question?
Yeah, partially
Yes.
I got it. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, Sabine, can you add to that?
Yeah, I thought, it's good if you check with your advisor on what your cohort schedule is. So typically between the first elective and the second elective, there are 2 quarters in between. And so you may want to let your advisor know you're interested in the internship. You don't want to take the second elective now. And then your advisor will work with you in combination with the online courses to make sure that you can maintain your status. And so that you can push out your second elective maybe a little bit farther. And so that will buy you some more time. Now, with our 2 internship candidates that are taking the internships right now, I want to say those were really last minute applications. Please do not apply this late, okay? Everybody can laugh now, but we were falling over backwards at the office to get you set up, to get your I-20 endorsed, and to get everything ready for you. So please, 2 months before you anticipate your starting date, please contact your advisor. And if, like the student who just asked a question, if you know ahead of time, let us know early. We will work with you on your cohort schedule to make sure that you can do it a little bit later.
Thank you, Sabine.
Okay.
We have another person. Yaret, do you have any question? Raise your hand.
Yeah.
I'm sorry
asking this question. Yeah, I'm sorry asking this question again. I saw on Dr. Sam's presentation that as prerequisite, it says only for F1 students. What that does mean?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no. It's a prerequisite to everybody. Usually domestic student, they have a flexibility because they don't have to take 2 courses per quarter. Also, they don't have to take internship course. If somebody provide an intern, they can take any time because regulation-wise, they do not need a course credit, they can take it. But most of the students, actually, what they are doing, they want to take an internship credit. Yes. Sorry, I will update my presentation slide. Yep.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, everybody. I think we should wrap up the meeting. But before that, I want to invite all of you for next week. We have invited Taik, as you see, with the speaker John Yo, Global Vice President of Research at Cloud Security. Next week at this time, we have a meeting. We will be happy to having you in our meeting. Thank you all. Thank you for all attending our meeting. Thank you, Sabine. Thank you, Richard, Alekia, Shingo, Sion, and
Anaita, also week 6 we have an event. here, Career Center.
Yes,
Center.
yes. Week 6, Tuesday, 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. We have a career center event, and some I will announce that on our LinkedIn, STC LinkedIn. Tuesday 4:30. I think it is May 6th. Yes.
May 9th.
We will announce. We will announce the event. It's Career Center event. We will be happy to have all of you. Thank you all for attending this meeting. Bye. Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.